Welcome to the deep dive. It really feels like every single week there's a new AI breakthrough, maybe a powerful new tool, or just a fresh challenge popping up. The pace is absolutely whirlwind. It's a lot to keep up with.
It genuinely is, yeah. The landscape shifts so quickly, staying really informed can feel like a full-time job almost.
That's exactly why we're here today. Our mission, really, is to cut through that noise for you. We're going to do a deep dive into this incredibly dynamic world of AI. We'll sift through the latest major milestones, dissect the new tools hitting the market, unpack that fierce competition in large language models, and explore the critical discussions shaping AI's future. Think of this as your shortcut, to being genuinely well-informed without feeling totally overwhelmed.
And we've pulled from a pretty comprehensive stack of sources for this one. It covers everything, really. Industry news, technical advancements, all the way to regulatory shifts and the broader societal impacts. It's designed to give you a full, well-rounded picture.
Okay, so let's unpack this incredible speed of AI evolution, starting with some, pretty impressive competitive stuff. You might have heard about this significant achievement from OpenAI's advanced reasoning system.
Well, the Informatics Olympiad. Yeah.
Exactly. It actually clinched gold at the 2025 International Olympiad in Informatics. Now, for anyone unfamiliar, that's a world-renowned competition for young programmers tackling complex algorithmic problems.
Right. Super challenging stuff.
Totally. And what's truly astonishing here is that these models solve programming challenges that had, previously stumped earlier versions, and they did it without any bespoke competition training. That's a serious leap, wouldn't you say, in AI's ability to reason and solve problems?
Definitely a leap. And what's fascinating is how that achievement kind of plays into the intense LLM battleground we're seeing right now. There's just fierce competition among these frontier models. For instance, Google's Gemini 2.5 Pro actually outperformed OpenAI's GPT-5 thinking in the majority of direct tests.
Really?
Yeah. It really highlights this back-and-forth nature of who's leading on specific benchmarks. It shows, no single player has a permanent lead. It's very fluid.
And speaking of OpenAI, they've had some interesting strategic shifts recently. Remember all the buzz around GPT-5?
Hard to miss.
Well, they actually walked back its rollout and restored GPT-4o for ChatGPT Plus users.
Right. That caused quite a stir.
It did. Apparently, after significant user backlash over bugs, weaker responses, and what was publicly called a benchmark screw-up.
Ouch! A screw-up.
Yeah. Basically, the initial performance tests were, let's say, flawed or misleading, caused a lot of user frustration. CEO Sam Altman himself acknowledged issues with GPT-5's router, and interestingly, even users' sort of emotional attachment to the prior models.
Emotional attachment, huh? That's interesting.
It is. It's a powerful reminder that even the biggest players aren't immune to public and user feedback,
Absolutely. And it raises this important question about their broader strategy, especially with another kind of interesting shift, their quiet embrace of open source.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
For the first time since, 2020? OpenAI has released open-weight models, GBT-OS 120B and 20B.
That feels like a big deal for them.
It's definitely a strategic move, probably driven by intensifying competition, especially from Chinese players like DeepSeek. The goal seems to be speeding up innovation, broadening developer adoption. And it looks like it's working. GPT-OS has already passed 5 million downloads, over 400 fine-tunes.
Wow.
So, yeah, it signals a potential shift in their thinking, maybe acknowledging the incredible pace of innovation an open ecosystem can foster, even while they keep developing their closed-source frontier models.
That's certainly a significant pivot. But the LLM innovations, they don't stop there, right?
Not at all. We're seeing things like GLM 4.5 and GLM 4.5V showing performance gains. GLM 4.5V is achieving state-of-the-art in visual reasoning, which is pretty cool.
Visual reasoning.
Okay. And another area that's showing incredibly promising performance, particularly for efficiency, is these diffusion-based language models.
Diffusion-based? How do they differ?
Well, think of it like this. Autoregressive models, the common ones, build text word by word, sequentially. Diffusion models, they sort of work differently. They start with noise and iteratively refine the entire output into a clear one. Under certain limits, like token constraints, they're substantially outperforming the autoregressive ones.
Ah, I see. So potentially much more efficient.
Exactly. It really opens up new horizons for maybe running powerful LLMs on smaller devices or in real-time applications where speed matters.
Got it. And that efficiency is key, isn't it? I think Apple had some research on speeding things up, too.
That's right, yeah. Apple research recently showed LLMs can predict multiple tokens at once. They use techniques like mask tokens and something called gated LoRa.
Okay, technical terms there, but what's the gist?
Essentially, they're clever ways for the model to process information more efficiently. It allows it to kind of look ahead or focus its attention better. The result, 2 to 5 times faster generation without losing quality. Especially good for coding and math tasks.
2 to 5 times faster. Wow.
Yeah. The paper's actually titled, Your LLM Knows the Future, which is pretty telling.
Yeah, catchy.
It hints at a future where LLMs aren't just predicting the very next word, but anticipating larger chunks of text or code. That could lead to more coherent output, much faster user experiences, especially in things like real-time coding help.
That's a perfect segue, actually, into our next area, the expanding AI toolkit and user experiences. It sounds like developers are getting some serious new superpowers.
They really are. We've got Luna 2, for example. That's a dedicated safety and guardrails model, specifically for high-stakes AI agents, to ensure more reliable and secure deployment.
Safety first. Good. What else?
Voiceflow now has a Zapier integration that lets agents seamlessly connect with literally thousands of apps for automation. Huge for workflow efficiency.
Oh, that Zapier integration sounds incredibly useful.
Definitely. And for anyone working with audio, Whisper.cpp has introduced ultra-fast local speech recognition using ffmpeg integration.
Local, so it runs on your own machine.
Exactly. Game changer for offline processing and privacy, since your audio data stays put.
Nice.
We're also seeing new quality of life tools, like there's a Hugging Face browser tool that corrects color tints in ChatGPT-generated images without needing extra installations. Someone clearly gets the frustration there.
Ha! Yes. Those little things matter.
And DSPy is adding something called BAMLAdapter, which simplifies getting structured output for experiments, makes complex AI tasks a bit more approachable for developers. Plus, just generally, major API upgrades supporting deeper research, reduced costs, persistent workflows, all essential for scaling AI apps.
It really sounds like it's all about making AI more accessible and powerful for creators and users alike. And that extends to these next-gen AI assistants and coding tools, right? Like Google's Jules.
Right, Google's Jules. It's a free AI coding agent built on Gemini 2.5 Pro. It can run tasks asynchronously, sort of in the background. Supports multimodal input, so you can give it images or text to write, test, and improve code.
And it's free.
There's a free tier, yeah. Offers 15 daily tasks. It's really democratizing sophisticated coding assistance.
That's pretty cool. And Microsoft Edge is getting smarter, too.
Yep. Edge Copilot is integrating with GPT-5 for smarter web browsing. It's on a limited basis for now, but the aim is to make your online experience more intelligent, more seamless.
Interesting to see it baked into the browser. What about improvements to existing products?
Yeah, definitely seeing boosts there, too. Claude, for instance, is rolling out memory upgrades.
Memory upgrades, so it remembers conversations better.
Exactly. Enhances context over long conversations, makes interactions feel more consistent, more continuous. They're also emphasizing explainability and user control alongside it.
That's important. Consistency is key for assistance.
And Perplexity has introduced video generation for its Pro and Max users. That's really raising the bar for AI-powered content creation, pushing what users can make themselves.
Video generation. Wow, okay.
And, of course, OpenAI's lightning-fast GPT-5 chat, offering a new standard in just raw responsiveness and efficiency.
Yeah, it really feels like the core AI products are just getting snappier, more intuitive across the board, almost making AI feel less like just a tool and maybe more like an extension of your own capability.
Well put, yeah. The accessibility, the power, it's all increasing rapidly, but with greater power comes, well, greater responsibility.
The Spider-Man principle.
Exactly. As AI gets more integrated, we have to confront some significant and evolving risks, regulations, and these broader societal impacts.
Okay, like what? Security vulnerabilities.
For sure. We're seeing these alarming zero-click prompt injection attacks against top agents like Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT.
Zero-click, meaning the user doesn't have to do anything.
Precisely. A seemingly benign file, like an image or a document, can contain hidden instructions. These cause the AI to silently leak data or bypass its own safety rules. No click needed.
That is deeply concerning.
It is. There was even a specific Google Calendar exploit where Gemini was hijacked. It was used to exfiltrate data, even control smart devices. Google fixed it, but researchers like those at Zenity are issuing really strong warnings. It highlights a critical need for more robust security designed into the AI itself, not just bolted on.
Absolutely. And beyond security, there's the whole intellectual property and copyright minefield.
Oh, yeah. Huge issue right now. You've got major studios Disney, Marvel, DreamWorks suing Midjourney.
Midjourney, the image generator.
That's the one. They allege large-scale plagiarism, basically generating images of iconic characters. This case could set massive precedents for IP in the whole generative AI space. It could really reshape how we think about ownership and creation in the age of AI.
Definitely one to watch. And governments are starting to step in more too, right? Like in California.
They are. California just finalized sweeping new rules for workplace AI decision tools. They kick in July 2025 with full compliance by Jan 2027.
Workplace AI. So AI used for hiring, firing, promotions.
Exactly. Those kinds of tools. These are CCPA-based regulations, California Consumer Privacy Act. They're significant. They require risk assessments, detailed employee notices, crucial opt-out rights, and even vendor liability.
Vendor liability. So the companies making the AI tools could be responsible.
Potentially, yes.
Yeah.
This isn't just a California thing. It's a strong signal globally for how governments might tackle AI's impact on workers' rights and privacy. Sets a precedent for transparency and accountability in AI employment decisions.
It's such a complex, fast-moving, legal and ethical landscape. What about the physical side? Infrastructure, environment.
Good point. We have to talk about AI's footprint. NVIDIA recently unveiled Cosmos Reason. It's a 7 billion parameter vision language model designed for physical AI, robotics basically. They also released tools like Transfer 2 for synthetic data generation. The focus is squarely on robotics.
So building AI for robots.
Yeah, and it reinforces this industry discussion that robust systems engineering, building reliable, safe, physical AI systems is absolutely paramount for the future of robotics. It's got to be more than just clever algorithms.
Makes sense. You need the whole system to work reliably in the real world.
Exactly. But
yeah,
that advancement comes at a cost. Power consumption is really emerging as a major concern.
I've heard whispers about that. How bad is it?
Research is forecasting that training runs for the biggest frontier models could reach multi-gigawatt demands by 2030.
Multi-gigawatt? That sounds like a lot.
It is. Think the output of entire power plants just to train one model.
Wow.
Mistral, for example, published an environmental audit for its Large 2 model. Reported significant emissions, significant water use.
Well,
they're planning a low-carbon data center in France, which is good. But this kind of transparency, coupled with actual measures, highlights a growing awareness and urgency in the industry to deal with AI's environmental footprint. People are urging global sustainability standards.
That seems critical if this scales up. And then there's the impact on jobs, the job market.
Yeah, the elephant in the room for many people. Generative AI is really starting to upend white-collar job security. JP Morgan's Murat Tashi warned that non-routine cognitive roles, jobs requiring complex thought, not just repetitive tasks, could face unprecedented losses in the next economic downturn.
That's a stark warning. Are we seeing signs already?
Some early signs, perhaps. A higher share of unemployed knowledge workers currently. U.S. computer science grads facing 6.1% joblessness, which is higher than usual. It's not just jobs disappearing, maybe. It's a fundamental shift. Automated screening tools are rising. AI skills are starting to eclipse traditional coding in some areas.
So the skills needed are changing rapidly.
Exactly. The job market is quickly reprioritizing what's valuable. It really pushes us to think hard about how we adapt our workforce, our education for this new era.
Okay, so with all these rapid developments, all these challenges, what does this mean for those of us just trying to, cultivate some understanding in this field? Where can people turn?
Well, the good news is educational resources are booming. Ham Hussein's writing on AI evaluation, for instance, it's very accessible. His Evils course is apparently the largest resource in the field now, helping people really communicate insights effectively.
That sounds useful.
There's also a newly curated list, making the rounds, 6 essential books covering AI and machine learning fundamentals, practical applications, interpretability, things like that. These resources are just crucial for anyone looking to make sense of AI's technical side, but also its practical aspects.
It's fantastic to see so many ways to learn. And what about research and collaboration? Is that growing too?
Oh, definitely flourishing. Programs like Cohere Lab's Scholars Initiative are giving aspiring researchers real first-hand experience. You have events like the upcoming Reproducibility Challenge at Princeton, NeurIPS 2025, focusing on language model reasoning. There's a huge surge in open-source collaboration globally. The U.S. and China are really leading the charge there.
So lots of shared effort.
Yeah, this collective effort is just accelerating innovation at an unprecedented pace. It's quite something to watch.
And if you're looking for maybe some inspiration or just cool stuff, what about showcases and demos?
Oh, the creative side is really captivating right now.
Yep.
Genie 3's latest AI animation work, it's drawing big audiences with these realistic, sometimes kind of surreal scenarios, really pushing the boundaries of AI and visual storytelling.
I think I saw one of those. Pretty wild.
And the video arena community, it's exploded. Over 15,000 members just testing AI video models, producing thousands of videos in just weeks. It shows this incredible potential for user-driven creativity. People are just running with these tools.
That's amazing community growth.
Yeah. And for the coders listening, any coder's integration of Claude Opus 4.1 is showcasing some incredibly sophisticated code generation, making complex programming tasks way more efficient.
Useful stuff.
Plus, even in pure research, Metacad finishing 4th in predicting movie-induced brain activity. It demonstrates impressive results, even from relatively simple models sometimes.
Predicting brain activity from movies. Wow.
Yeah. It just goes to show how much is achievable with clever application and how AI is popping up in such diverse, sometimes unexpected fields.
Okay, so wrapping this up, what does this all mean for you listening? We've covered this incredible speed and, frankly, the breadth of AI innovation.
From the technical breakthroughs and the new tools.
Right through to the crucial ethical, legal, and environmental things we need to think about.
Yeah. And whether you are a developer, maybe a business leader, or honestly just an engaged citizen, understanding these shifts is becoming vital because AI is genuinely reshaping so many aspects of our lives. How we work, the art we consume, how we interact with information. It's everywhere.
It really is. So if we connect this all back to the bigger picture, given these rapid advancements, these intensifying concerns around AI's capabilities, its security, its societal impact, especially on jobs and resources, it really raises a pretty big question, doesn't it?
It does. What does it mean for our collective responsibility? To ensure that the development and deployment of AI actually remain aligned with broader human and environmental well-being.
Yeah. How can we make sure that the pace of ethical reflection, of societal adaptation, how do we ensure it keeps up with the pace of technological innovation instead of, constantly lagging behind?
That's the question.
It's definitely something worth mulling over as we all move forward in this new era.